तो आज देखेंगे क्लास 11 चैप्टर सोशल इम्पैक्ट है एंड एनसीईआरटी लाइन बाय लाइन पढ़ेंगे। इसमें बस थ्योरेटिकल पोर्शन है, सो एक बार रीड कर लेते हैं। सो इसमें देखेंगे क्या क्या है। पहले इसमें इंट्रोडक्शन देखेंगे, फिर डिजिटल फुटप्रिंट, फिर डिजिटल सोसाइटी एंड नेटिजन एंड डाटा प्रोटेक्शन, साइबर क्राइम, इंडियन आईटी एक्ट, इम्पैक्ट ऑन हेल्थ। ये सब चीजें इस चैप्टर में देखेंगे। सो स्टार्ट करते हैं इंट्रोडक्शन से। 11.1 इन द रिसेंट ईयर द वर्ल्ड अराउंड अस हैज बीन लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस ड्यू टू ईज ऑफ डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी। सो वर्ल्ड में बहुत चीजें चेंज हुई है ड्यू टू डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी की वजह से। These changes have made a dramatic impact on our lives, making things more convenient, faster, and easier to handle. This part later would take to take days to reach, and every receipt would get his or her own copy and response separately. Today, one can send and receive emails more than one person at a time. The instantaneous nature of electronic communication has made us more efficient and productive. From banking industry to aviation's production to e-commerce, especially with regard to the delivery of their goods and services, allow all are now dependent on us of computers and digital technology. Application of digital technology have redefined and evolved all spheres of human activities. Today, more and more people are using digital technology through smartphones, computer, etc. with the help of high-speed internet. Why did digital technology become so widespread? The introduction of personal computers, PC, and internet, followed by a smartphone, has brought this technology to common man. While we read with the benefit of digital technology, this technology can also misuse. Let us look at the impact of technology on our society and the best practices that ensure productive and safe digital environment for us. So digital footprints की बात करेंगे. However, you have searched online for any information. Have you ever purchased an online ticket or responded to your friend's email or checked the score of a game online? Whenever we surf the internet using a smartphone, tablet, computer, etc., we leave a trail of data reflecting the activities performed by us online, which is our footprint. Our digital footprint can be created and used with or without our knowledge. It includes website we visit, email we send, or any information we submit online, etc., along with the computer IP address, location, other device specific details. Such data could be used for targeted advertisement or could also be misused or exploited. Thus, it that is good to aware of data trail we might be leaving behind. This awareness should make us cautious about what we write, upload, or download, or even browse online. There are two kinds of digital footprint we leave behind, like active digital footprints, which include data that we intentionally submit online. This would include email we write or responses or post we make on different websites or mobile apps, etc. The digital data trail we leave online unintentionally is called passive digital footprint. Like active digital footprint and passive digital footprints. The digital data trail we leave online unintentionally. और मतलब बिना मतलब के लिए अगर हम कुछ करते हैं ना, मतलब डाटा सेंड करते हैं या लीव कुछ ऑनलाइन करते हैं, तो उसको हम पैसिव डिजिटल फुटप्रिंट बोलते हैं. और हम कुछ स्पेसिफिक वर्क के लिए सेंड करते हैं, लाइक ईमेल, ऑनलाइन गेमिंग, लाइक दैट, सो दैट इज comes under the active digital footprints. These includes the data generated when we visit a website, use mobile app, browse इंटरनेट etc as shown in the figure 11.1. ये डायग्राम है, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे uh, example web applications that result in digital footprints. So WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, everyone who is connected to internet may have a digital footprints. With more users, the trial grows. On examining the browser settings, we can find out how it stores our browsing history, cookies, password, autofills, and many other types of data. Beside browser, most of our digital footprints are stored in servers where the applications are hosted. The applications are hosted. We may not have access to remove or erase the data, neither do we have any control on how the data will be used. Therefore, once the data is generated, even we later try to erase data about our online activity, the digital footprints still remain. There is no guarantee that digital footprints will fully eliminated from the internet. Therefore, we need to more cautious while being online. So all our online activity leave a data trace on the internet as well as the computing device that we use. This can be used to trace the his या her location, device and other user details. तो मतलब जो भी ऑनलाइन एक्टिविटी करते हैं तो ऐसा नहीं कि आप एक्टिविटी की और वो आपकी डाटा हट गई, आप वहां से लीव भी कर जाते हो तो आपकी डाटा वहां पे रहती है. सो उसको डिजिटल फुटप्रिंट बोलते हैं, तो वो इरेज नहीं होती है. सो इस पे इसके बारे में मोर कॉशियस रहना है. बात करते हैं डिजिटल सोसाइटी एंड नेटिजन. As our society is include towards using more and more digital technology, we end up managing most of our tasks digitally. In this era of digital society, our daily activities like communication, social networking, banking, shopping, entertainment, education, transportation, etc. are increasingly being driven by online transaction. So digital society thus reflects the growing trend of using digital technology in all spheres of human activity. But while online, all of us need to be aware of how to conduct ourselves, how best to relate with others, and what ethics, moral, and value to maintain. Anyone who uses digital technology along with the internet is a digital citizen or a netizen. ये लिख लीजिए, यहाँ पे definition है यहाँ पे. Anyone who uses digital technology along with internet is a digital citizen or a netizen. Being a good netizen means practicing safe, ethical and legal use of digital technology. मतलब लीगली आप डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी की यूज करें कि इलीगल नहीं, किसी के ये बैंकिंग हैक कर लिया, अकाउंट हैक कर लिया, नॉट लाइक दैट. किसी के इंस्टाग्राम आईडी हैक कर ली. रेस्पॉन्सिबल नेटिजन must be abide by not ETQ, communication etiquette and social media etiquette. So net etiquette. We follow certain etiquettes during our social interactions. Similarly, we need to exhibit proper manners and etiquettes while being online, as shown in the figure 11.2. Be ethical, be respectfully, be responsible, no copyright violations, share expertise, respect privacy, respect diversity, avoid cyber bullying, don't feed the troll. सो बी इथिकल के बारे में पहले पढ़ते हैं. बी इथिकल मतलब नो कॉपीराइट वायलेशन, लाइक जैसे कॉपीराइट करते हैं ना कि किसी की कंटेंट को कॉपी कर लिए, किसी की कीवर्ड की कॉपी कर लिए. सो वी शुड नॉट यूज कॉपीराइट मटेरियल्स विदाउट द परमिशन ऑफ द क्रिएटर और ऑनर. एज इथिकल डिजिटल सिटीजन है, we need to be careful while streaming audio or video or downloading image and files from the internet. We learn more about copyright in section 11.4. So share the expertise. It is good to share information and knowledge on internet so that others can access it. However, prior to sharing information, we need to be sure that we have a sufficient knowledge on that topic. The information shared should be true and unambiguous. The information shared should be true and unambiguous. Also, in order to avoid redundant information, we should verify that information is not available already on the internet. So, जो चीज़ इंटरनेट पे ऑलरेडी डला हुआ है उसको आप थोड़ा अवॉइड करिए डालने के लिए। अब बात करते हैं बी रेस्पेक्टफुल्ली रेस्पेक्टफुल्ली प्राइवेसी। एज ए गुड citizen, digital citizens, we have the right to privacy and freedom of personal expressions. At, at the same time, we have to understand that other digital citizens also have the same rights and freedoms. Our personal communication with a digital citizen may include image, document files, etc. that are private to both. We should respect this privacy and should not share those images, documents, files, etc. with any other digital citizens without each other consent. So respect diversity. In a group or public forum, we should respect the diversity of the people in terms of knowledge, experience, culture, and other aspects. So जैसे डाइवर्सिटी की भी मतलब रिस्पेक्ट होना चाहिए कि ग्रुप और पब्लिक फोरम में हमें रिस्पेक्ट करना चाहिए कि पीपल की इन टर्म्स ऑफ नॉलेज एक्सपीरियंस कल्चर एंड अदर एस्पेक्ट्स। अब बात करते हैं बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल अबाउट साइबर कॉल bullying. Any insulting, degrading, or intimidating online behavior like repeated posting of rumors, giving threats online, posting the victim's personal information, sexual harassment, or comments aimed to be publicly ridiculed. A victim is termed as a cyberbullying. It implies repeatedly targeting someone with intentions to hurt or embarrass. Perhaps new or non-frequent users of the internet feel that things done online have no effect in the real world. We need to realize that bullying online can have very serious implications on the other person victim. Also, remember our actions can be tracked back using our digital footprints. So don't feed the troll. An internet troll is a person who deliberately sows discord on the internet by starting quarrels or upsetting people by posting inflammatory or topic message in an online community just for amusement. Since trolls thrive on intentions, the best way to discourage trolls is not to pay any attention to their comments. So communication etiquette. Digital communication includes email, texting, instant messaging, talking on the cell phones, audio or video, conferencing, posting on forums, social networking site, etc. All these are a great way to connect with people in order to exchange ideas, share data and knowledge. Good communication over email, chat room, and others such forums require a digital citizen to abide by the communication etiquettes as shown figure 11.6. Be precise, be polite, respect time, respect data limit, be credible. So be precise, respect time. We should not waste precious time in responding to unnecessary emails or comments unless they have some relevance for us. Also, we should not always expect an instant response as the recipient may have other priorities. Respect data link for concern related to data and bandwidth. Very large attachments may be avoided. Rather, send compressed files or link up files to cloud shared storage like Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, Yahoo, Dropbox, etc. Be polite. Whether the communication is synchronous, happening in real time like chat, audio, video calls, or asynchronous like email, forum, post, or comment. लाइक यहाँ से क्वेश्चन बन सकते हैं कि सिंक्रोनस में क्या क्या होती है रियल टाइम में चैट ऑडियो वीडियो कॉल्स और एसिंक्रोनस में ईमेल फोरम पोस्ट और कमेंट्स we should be polite or non-aggressive in our communication so we should avoid being aggressive even if we don't agree with other points of view so बात करते हैं be credible we should be cautious while making a comment replying or writing an email or forum post as such acts decide our credibility over a period of time. This is how we decide to follow some particular person's forum post while ignoring posts of other members of the forum. On various discussion forums, we usually try to go through the previous comments of a person and judge their credibility before replying, relying on that person's comments. So, social media etiquette. In current digital era, we familiar with different kinds of social media, and we may have an account on Facebook, Google. Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, or the YouTube channel. Social media are websites, applications that enable their users to participate in social networking by creating and sharing content with others in the community. These platforms encourage users to share their thoughts and experiences through posts or pictures. In this way, users can interact with other online users of those social media apps or channels. This is why the impact and outreach of social media has grown exponentially. It has begun to shape the outcome of politics, business, culture, education, and more. In social media too, there are certain etiquette we need to follow and shown in figure 11.4. So be secure, to choose password wisely, know who be your friend, be aware of fake information. सिक्योरिटी के लिए ये चीज आपको ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए. Be reliable, think before you upload. मतलब सोचे कुछ भी अपलोड करने से पहले. So यहाँ पे लिखो don't meet up. Never arrange meet an online friend because it may not be safe. No matter how genuine someone is appearing online, this they might be pretending and hiding their real identity. So इसको आपको ध्यान में रखना. बात करते हैं बी सिक्योर. चूज पासवर्ड वाइजली. It is vital for social network users. Need a breaching or leakage of users data from social network often attracts headline. Users should be wary of such possibilities and must know how to safeguard themselves and their accounts. The minimum one can do is to have a strong and frequently change passwords. Never share personal credentials like username or password with others. Know who is your friend. Social networks usually encourage connecting with users, making friends, sometimes even those whom we don't know have not met. However, we need to careful while be friendly. No unknown people as their intentions possibility could be malicious and unsafe. Be aware of fake informations, fake news, messages, and posts are common in social networks. As a users, we should be aware of them. With experience, we should be able to figure out whether a news message or post is genuine or fake. Thus, we should not blindly believe in everything that we come across on such a platform. We should apply our knowledge, experience to validate such news message or post. Be reliable. So think before uploading. We can upload almost anything on social media, social network. However, remember that once uploaded, it is always there in the remote server, even if we delete the files. Hence, need to be cautious while uploading or sending sensitive or confidential files. We have a bearing on our privacy. So data protection. In the digital age, data information protection is mainly about the privacy of data stored digitally. Element of data can cause substantial harm, embarrassment, inconvenience, unfairness to an individual if breached or compromised is called sensitive data. Example of sensitive data includes biometric information, health information, financial information, or other personal documents, image or audio or video. Privacy of sensitive data can be implemented by encryptions, authentications, and other secure methods to ensure that such data is accessible only to the authorized user and is for legitimate purpose. All over the world, each country has its own data protection policy laws. सब कंट्री का अलग अलग होती है. These policies are legal documents that provide guidelines to the other user on processing, storage, and transmission of sensitive information. The motive behind implementation of these policies is to ensure that sensitive information is appropriately protected from the modification or disclosure. बात करते हैं IPR, Intellectual Property Right. When someone owns a house or motorcycle, we say that the person owns that property. Similarly, if someone come out with a new idea, this original idea that person intellectual property. Intellectual property refers to the inventions, literally an Stick expressions, design and symbols, names and logos. The ownership of such concept lies with the creator or holder of the intellectual property. This enables the creator or copyright owner to earn recognition or financial benefit by using their own inventions. Intellectual property is legally protected through copyright, patents, and trademarks, etc. So, copyright. So, uh, first of all, we are talking about IPR. IPR in the sense, like in the real world, when we buy a motorcycle or house, so it's have own power. That is the matlab, main ownership. In the on when we are talking about the social media, so when we have upload anything, that is our own thinking, own logos and symbols. So that honors the intellectual property. It comes under the intellectual property IPR. Comes under the IPR sections. So in the real world, it's a own honor, but on the we are talking about the social media, so that comes under the IPR sections. So it's a clear. Now, when we are talking about copyright, copyright grant legal rights to creators of their original work, like writing, photographs, audio recording, videos, sculpture, architectural works, software, and other creative works like literary and artistic works. So copyright are automatically granted to creators and authors. Copyright law gives the copyright holder a set of rights that they alone can avail legally. The rights include right to copy a work, right to create derivative works based upon it, right to distribute copies of the work to the public, and right to public display or perform the work. It prevents other from copy, using or selling the work. For example, writer Rudyard Kipling holds the copyright to his novel The Jungle Book, which tells the story of Mowgli, the Jungle Boy. It would be an infringement of the writer's copyright if someone used parts of the novel without permission to use others copyright material. One need to obtain a license from them. मतलब किसी ने अपना कोई अपना स्टोरी बना कर डाली है तो उससे आपको परमिशन लेना पड़ेगा वरना वो आपको कॉपीराइट लगा देंगे ये सब बहुत कॉमन चीज है so executing IPR safe software code of the software will be protected by a copyright functional expression of idea will be protected by a patent name and logo of the software will come under a registered trademark बात करते हैं पेटेंट A patent is usually granted for inventions. Unlike copyright, inventor needs to apply file for patenting the inventions. When a patent is granted, the owner gets an exclusive right to prevent others from using, selling, or distributing the protected inventions. Patent gives full control to the patentee to decide whether how the inventions can be used by others. Thus, it encourages inventors to share their scientific or technological findings with others. A protects an invention for 20 years, after which it can be freely used. Recognitions or financial benefit foster the right environment and provide motivation for more creativity and innovations. Now, talking about trademark. Trademark include any visual symbol, word, name, design, slogan, label, etc. that distinguishes the brand or commercial enterprise from other brands or commercial enterprise. For example, no company other than Nike can use Nike brand to sell shoes or clothes. It can also prevent others from using a confusing similarly mark, including words or phrases. For example, confusing brand like Nike cannot be used. However, it may possible to apply for the Nike trademark for unrelated good like notebooks. सिर्फ नाइक की ब्रांड पहले से यूज हो जाएगी तो आप उसको दोबारा आप उससे आप यूज नहीं कर सकते हैं उसकी परमिशन आपकी लेना पड़ेगी बात करते हैं वायलेशन ऑफ आईपीआर सो वायलेशन ऑफ आईपीआर दैट मींस violation of intellectual property right may happen in the one of the following ways plagiarism एक plagiarism की तरफ से कर सकते हैं with the availability of internet we can instantly copy or share text picture and videos presenting someone else's idea or work as own idea or work is called plagiarism. If we copy someone contents from internet but do not mention the source or original creator, this is considered as a then it is considered as a plagiarism, act as a plagiarism. जैसे आपने किसी कॉपी और पेस्ट कर लिया और उसके आपने मेंशन नहीं किया कि मैंने यहाँ से कॉपी करा है, तो वो plagiarism के अंदर आती है. Further, if someone derives an idea or product from an already existing idea or product, but instead present it new idea, then it also called as plagiarism. समझ रहे हैं ना कि कॉपी पेस्ट कर दिया और आपने बोला कि मेरा नई आइडिया है, तो प्लेगरिज्म के अंदर आते हैं. इट इज a serious ethical offense and someone considered as an act of fraud even if we take contents that are open for public use. We should cite the author or source to avoid plagiarism. Infringement. Copyright infringement is when we use other person's work without obtaining their permissions to use or we have not paid for it. If it is being sold, suppose we download image from the internet and use it with our project, but if the owner of the copyright of the image does not permit to free use, then using such an image even after giving reference to the image is in our project is a violation of copyright. Just because it is on the internet does not mean that it is free for use. Hence, check the copyright status of the writer work before using it. It is avoid plagiarism. सो आपने यूज कर लिया बट विदाउट परमिशन, विदाउट आपने उसको पे किए हुए आप उसको यूज नहीं कर सकते. सो आती है कॉपीराइट इन्फ्रिंगमेंट. अब आती है ट्रेडमार्क इन्फ्रिंगमेंट. ट्रेडमार्क इन्फ्रिंगमेंट मीन्स अनऑथराइज्ड यूज ऑफ other trademark on products and services. An owner of trademark may commence legal proceeding against someone who infringes its registered trademark. So be aware, plagiarism means using others' works and not giving adequate citations for use. Copyright infringement means using another personal work without permission or without paying for it if it is being sold. तो ये समझ में आ गया होगा रीड करने से. बात करते हैं पब्लिक एक्सेस एंड ओपन सोर्स सॉफ्टवेयर. Copyright sometimes put restriction on the usage of the copyrighted work by anyone else. If others are allowed to use and build upon the existing work, it will encourage collaborations and would result in new innovations in the same direction. License provide rules and guidelines for others to use existing works. When authors share their copyright work with others under public license, it allows others to use and even modify the content. Open source license helps others to contribute to existing work or project without seeking special individual permission to do so. The genuine, the GNU General Public License (GPL) and the Creative Commons (CC) are two popular categories of public license. पब्लिक लाइसेंस के GPL एंड CC, ये दो होती है लाइसेंस के लिए. GPL एंड CC is used for all kinds of creative works. ये आपके एग्जाम में भी पूछ सकते हो. Creative work like website, music, film, literature, etc. CC enables free distribution of an otherwise copyright work. It is used when an author wants to give people the right to share, use, and build upon a work that they have created. So GPL is primarily designed for providing public license to software. GNU GPL is another free software license which provides end user the freedom to run studies, share, and modify the software, with sites getting regular updates. So users or companies who distribute GPL license works may charge a fee for copies or give them free for of charge. This distinguishes the GPL license from freeware software license like Skype, Adobe Acrobat Reader, etc. that allow copy from personal users but prohibit commercial distribution or proprietary license where copy is prohibited by copyright law. Many of the proprietary software data we are used for sold commercially and their program code, source code, and are not shared or distributed. However, there are certain software available freely for anyone, and their source code is also open for anyone to access, modify, correct, and improve. Free and open software source have a large community of users and developers who are contributing continuously towards adding a new feature, improving existing feature. For example, Linux kernel-based operating system like Ubuntu, Fedora comes under first. Ubuntu Linux kernel-based operating system है जो free to use है ना open software है. So, and some of the popular FOSS tools are Office package like LibreOffice, browser like Mozilla Firefox, etc. Software piracy is the unauthorized use of or distributions of software. Those who purchase a license for a copy of the software do not have the right to make additional copies without the permission of the copyright owner. It amounts to copyright infringement regardless of whether it is done for sale, for free distribution, or for copier's own use. One should avoid software piracy. Using a pirated software not only degrades the performance of a computer system but also affects the software industry, which in turn affect the economy of a country. So अब बात करते हैं साइबर क्राइम. Crime activities or offenses carried out in a digital environment can be considered as a cybercrime. In such crimes, either the computer itself is the target or the computer is used as a tool to commit a crime. Cyber crimes are carried out against either an individual or group or an organization or even against a country with the intent to directly or indirectly cause a physical harm, financial loss, or mental harassment. A cybercrime attacks a computer or network to reach other computers in order to disable or damage data or service. Apart from this, a cyber criminal may separate virus and other malwares in order to steal private and confidential data for blackmailing and extortions. A computer virus is some lines of malicious code that can copy itself and can have a detrimental effect on the computers by destroying data or corrupting the system. Similarly, malware is a software designed to specifically gain unauthorized access to computer system. The nature of criminal activities are alarmingly increased day by day with frequent reports of hacking, ransom attacks, denial of service, phishing, email fraud, banking fraud, and identity thefts. So now we are talking about hacking. Hacking is the act of unauthorized access to a computer, computer network, or any digital system. Hackers usually technical expertise of the hardware and software. They look for bugs to exploit and break into system. Hacking, when done with a political positive intent, is called ethical hacking. Such ethical hackers are known as while that hat hackers. They are specialists in exploring any vulnerability or loophole during the testing of the software. Thus, they help in improving the security of a software. An ethical hacker may exploit a website in order to discover its uh, security loopholes or vulnerabilities. He then reports his finding to the website owner. Thus, ethical hacking is actually preparing the owner against any cyber attack. And non-ethical hacker is the one who tries to gain unauthorized access. ये समझ में आ गई. Ethical hacker, non-ethical. Ethical hacker मतलब वो legally कोई काम कर रहे हैं जो कुछ अच्छी चीजों के लिए हैक कर रहे हैं. और non-ethical hacker that means वो unauthorized access को try कर रहे हैं access करने के लिए to computer networks in order to steal sensitive data. मतलब आपको sensitive data को चुराने के लिए आप वो हैक कर रहे हैं. सो उसको नॉन हितकल बोलते हैं. विथ इंटेंट टू डैमेज और ब्रिंग डाउन सिस्टम दे आर कॉल्ड ब्लैक दैट हैट हैकर्स और क्रैकर्स. Their primary focus is on security cracking and data stealing. They use their skill for illegal or malicious purpose. Such hackers try to break through system security for identity theft, monetary gain, to bring a computer or rival site down, to leak sensitive information, etc. Phishing and fraud emails. Phishing is an unlawful activity where fake websites or emails that look original or authentic are presented to the user to mainly collects sensitive and personal details, particularly usernames, password, banking, credit card details. The most common phishing method is through the email spoofing, where a fake or forget email is used that user presumes it to be from or unauthenticated source. So you might get an get an email from address that looks similar to your bank or educational institution banking for your information, but if you look carefully you will see that their url address is fake. We will often use logo of the original, making them difficult to detect from the real. Phishing attempts to through phone calls, text message, also not called common digit. That means कि आपको ना इसमें फ्रॉड ईमेल से जैसे आपके बैंक के लाइक आपके बैंक के सारा लोगों को लगा देंगे और आपके पे मेल आएंगे कि आप ये ऐसे ऐसे बैंक से ये इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको मांग रहे हैं, आप इस पे सेंड कीजिए। तो वो फ्रॉड मतलब वो फिशिंग मेल रहती है, तो इस पे थोड़ा ध्यान देने की चीज़ है, बट उसका यूआरएल फेक रहता है, ये इस पे थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिएगा। अब बात करते हैं आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट, मतलब कि फेक पर्सन बिहेव करके आपसे कुछ आइडेंटिटी ले लेंगे। आइडेंटिटी थीफ्स increasingly use personal information stolen from computers or computer networks to commit fraud by using the data gained unlawfully. A user's identifiable personal like data, demography details, email ID, banking credentials, आपके पर्सनल चीजें आपसे वो ले लेंगे। पासपोर्ट, पैन, आधार नंबर्स and various such personal data are stolen and misused by the hacker on behalf of the victim. This is one type of phishing attack where the intention is largely for monetary gain. There can be many ways in which the criminal takes advantage of an individual's stolen identity. Given below are few examples. So financial identity thefts. When the stolen identity is used for financial gain, criminal identity thefts. Criminals use a victim's stolen identity to avoid detection of their true identity. Medical identity thefts. Criminals can seek medical drugs or treatment using a stolen identity. So, ransomware. There is another kinds of cyber crime where the attackers gains access to the computer and block the users from the accessing, usually by encrypting the data. मतलब ये आपकी सिस्टम के हैक कर लेंगे और वो आपको ब्लॉक कर देंगे. The attackers blackmail with the victim to pay or getting access to the data or sometimes threaten to public personal sensitive information or photographs unless a common sum is paid. मतलब आपसे कुछ चीज आपका फोटोग्राफ मिस यूज फोटोग्राफ आपसे ले लेंगे, कुछ वीडियो आपके पर्सनल चीज और आपसे वो पे करने बोलेंगे. Ransomware can get downloaded when the user visits any malicious or unsecure websites or download software from undoubtful repository. That means आप किसी लोकल वेबसाइट से या मतलब अनसिक्योर वेबसाइट से आप कोई चीज डाउनलोड कर लेते हैं या उससे लगता है किसी मतलब डाउटफुल रिपोजिटरी से कुछ डाउनलोड करते हैं तो वहां से भी आपकी सिस्टम हैक हो सकती है और आपकी डाटा लॉस हो सकती है. Somewhere are sent an email attachment in spam mail. स्पैम मेल में जो ना कुछ फेक मेल आएंगे वहां से भी आपका डाटा लॉस हो सकता है, आप उस लिंक पे आप क्लिक कर देते हैं तो. इट कैन आल्सो रीच आवर सिस्टम व्हेन क्लिक ए मैलिशियस एडवर्टाइजमेंट ऑन द इंटरनेट. ना इंटरनेट पे बहुत सारा वो मैलिशियस एडवर्टाइजमेंट आता है, वहां पे क्लिक करेंगे तो वहां से भी आपके डाटा लॉस हो सकती है. Combating and preventing cyber crime. The challenge of the cyber crime can get with the tune approach of being alert and taking legal help. Following points can be considered as safety measures to reduce the risk of the cyber crime. Take regular backup of important data. Use an antivirus software and keep it updated always. Avoid installing pirated software. Always download software from unknown and secure HTTPS sites. Always update the system software, which include the internet browser and other application software. Do not visit or download anything from untrusted website. Usually, the browser alerts users about the doubtful website whose security certificate could not be verified. Avoid visiting such sites. Use a strong password for web login and change it periodically. Do not use same password for all the websites. Use different combinations of alphanumeric character, including special characters. Ignore common words for name in password. एक जब भी आप पासवर्ड सेट करते हैं तो हर जगह का जैसे बहुत जब इंस्टाग्राम हो गई, फेसबुक हो गई, आपकी पर्सनल कोई वेबसाइट हो गई, तो सब जगह का ना अलग अलग पासवर्ड रखिए, सेम पासवर्ड मत रखा कीजिए. जैसे एक हैक भी हुई तो एक जगह हैक हुई, सारी जगह हैक नहीं हुई. और जैसे कॉमन आपका नाम है, आपका डेट ऑफ बर्थ है, तो उस चीज से पासवर्ड रखने का ट्राई थोड़ा कम कीजिए, क्योंकि वो ना आपके नाम और आपके डेट ऑफ बर्थ से चीजें हैक हो सकती है. While using someone else's computer, don't allow to browse to save password or autofill data, and try to browse in your private browser window. For an unknown site, do not agree to use cookies when asked for through yes or no options. Unknown site के लिए cookies को yes or no मत करें. Perform online transaction like shopping, ticketing, and other such service only through well-known and secure sites. Always secure wireless network at home with a strong password and regularly change it. बात करते हैं आईटी एक्ट, इंडियन इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी एक्ट। विद द ग्रोथ ऑफ इंटरनेट, many cases of cyber crimes, fraud, cyber attacks, and cyber bullying are reported. The nature of fraudulent activities and crimes keeps changing. To deal with such a mansex, many countries have come up with a legal measure for protection of sensitive personal data and to safeguard with the right of internet users. To Government of India Information Technology Act 2000, also known as IT Act, amended in 2008, provides a guideline to the user on the processing, storage, and transmission of sensitive information. In many India states, there are cyber cell in police station where one can report any cyber crime. The act provides legal framework for electronic governments by giving a recognition to electronic records and digital signature. The act outlines cyber crimes and penalties for them. Cyber Appellate Tribunal has been established to resolve disputes arising from cyber crimes such as tampering with computer source documents, hacking the computer system, using passwords of another person, publishing sensitive personal data of other without their consent. The act is needed to so that people can perform transactions over the internet through credit card without fear of misuse. Not only people, the act empowers government department also to accept feelings creation and storage of official documents in the digital format. So impact on health. As digital technology have penetrated into different fields, we are separating more time in front of screens, be it mobile, laptop, desktop, television, gaming consoles, music or sound device, but interacting in an improper posture can be bad for us, both physically and mentally. Besides, spending too much time on internet can be addictive and can have a negative impact on our physical and psychological well-being. However, these health concerns can be addressed to some extent by taking care of the way we position such devices and the way we positions our posture. Ergonomics is a branch of science that deal with the designing or arranging workplaces, including the furniture, equipment, and the system, so that it becomes safe and comfortable for the user. Ergonomics helps us in reducing the strain in our bodies, including the fatigue and injuries due to prolonged use. When we continuously look at the screen for watching, typing, and chatting or playing games, our eyes are continuously exposed to the glare coming from the screen. Looking at the small handheld device make it worse. Eye strain is a symptom commonly used by users of digital devices. So viewing distance, viewing angle, wrist straight, ये पोजीशन से बता रहे हैं. करेक्ट पोस्चर while sitting in front of a computer. करेक्ट पोस्चर यहाँ पे देखिए. इस पोस्चर में बैठना चाहिए आपको. रिस्ट एंगल ये 90 डिग्री पे होना चाहिए. हम्म. सीट बैक एंगल 90 डिग्री. ये नी एंगल, एडजस्टमेंट सीट हाइट, फीट ऑन फ्लोर, फुट रेस्ट फॉर शॉर्टेस्ट पीपल. तो इसको ध्यान रखिएगा जब बैठने में. Ironically, maintaining while the fixing distance and angles along with the positions can be of some help. Figure 11.5 shows the posture to be maintained in order to avoid fatigue caused due to prolonged use of computer system and other digital devices. However, to get rid of dry, watering or itchy eyes, it is better to critically focus on distant object and take a break break for outdoor activities. Bad posture, backage, necks, and shoulder pains can be prevented by arranging the workspace as recommended by ergonomics. Our use of keyboard, it could be physical keyboard or touch screen based on virtual keyboard, not aligned ergonomically, can give rise to a painful condition of wrist and fingers and may require medical help in the long run. Stress, physical fatigue, and obesity are the other later impact the body may face if one spends too much time using digital devices. तो ये सब चीजें एक बार हम रीड कर लिए, आप भी साथ में रीड किए होंगे. तो बस रीड कर इसकी ये टॉपिक ये चैप्टर ही रीड करने वाला था. अब इसके आगे समरी एक बार समरी रीड कर लीजिए. ये क्वेश्चन है, इस क्वेश्चन को बना लीजिएगा. कोई भी डाउट आएगा क्वेश्चन बनाने में तो आप कमेंट में पूछिएगा, उसका जवाब हम दे देंगे कमेंट में. और ईमेल भी मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे डाला हुआ है, आप ईमेल के थ्रू भी पूछ सकते हैं. तो ये क्वेश्चन है. और ये बस थ्योरेटिकल पोर्शन था, तो इसको एक बार रीड कर लिए तो ही काफ़ी है, ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं। चलिए, क्लास 11th का ना पूरा कंप्लीट हो गई चैप्टर, मतलब कंप्यूटर साइंस का चैप्टर 1 से लेके 11 तक। अब ना नेक्स्ट लेक्चर से हम क्लास 12th के स्टार्ट करेंगे। सो पढ़ाई करते रहिए, लाइफ में आगे बढ़ते रहिए।